Thank you. Inaction is a political choice that will have a detrimental impact on our transport network. It will not address the urgent issues of our growing region, including health, pollution, road safety, and carbon emissions. Cycling has always been and will continue to be part of the solution. CamCycle will never stop campaigning for the things that enable more, better, and safer cycling, which will in turn deliver benefits for everyone, even those who do not ride themselves. To achieve a high-quality, accessible cycle network across our region, it is essential to secure both an increased level of investment in dedicated cycling infrastructure and a reduction in the speed and volume of motor traffic on our roads. Our rural routes should be safe for all ages and abilities, and our urban areas should be places for people, not traffic jams. When we surveyed CamCycle members in October, 88% supported the principle of a sustainable travel zone for Cambridge. Recent surveys of our members in the last week reflect similar results. If decision makers are going to completely give up on this idea and all the benefits it would have brought, urgent action is needed by the GCP on alternative schemes such as the road network hierarchy, quick wins on walking and cycling, integrated parking strategy, and so on. The GCP should also consult on other income-generating proposals, including a workplace parking levy, and a concept cross-party support could be implemented quickly. What cannot happen is that our region wastes another decade and more millions of taxpayers' money failing to take action for change. Since 1990, when congestion charging was first discussed, our young people, the majority of whom supported the sustainable travel zone, have been failed. The poorest and the most isolated society have been failed. Our local businesses, strangled by congestion, have been failed. It's time to turn the tide. I'll end with a quote from James Freeman Clarke. The difference between a politician and a statesman is that a politician thinks about the next election, while the statesman thinks about the next generation. What are you thinking about today? Thank you.
In response to Mr. Beaux for CamCycle, the GCP programme makes considerable investments in walking and cycling, but you are quite right that the STZ was intended to make considerable further investment and to have that sustained and locally controlled over time. I've mentioned previously that we have previously looked at alternatives, and it will be for the board now to consider the proposals for the STZ that reflect the consultation feedback and to consider whether and how they want to proceed on that. You're also right about the impact on the poorer people in society. We know that those on the 40% lowest income households make 50% more bus trips than those in the 40% with highest incomes, whereas those in the top 40% of household incomes travel 57% more by car than those in the poorest 40%. So investment in buses, broadly speaking, is disproportionately beneficial to those on lower incomes.